after leaving me speechless due to a double countout. A double countout will not happen tonight when Naomi and Carmella fight in their rematch where the winner, where there must be a winner because it is Falls Count Anywhere. And the fact of the matter is, this time around, it ain't no holds barred. It is, for the first time, Falls Count Anywhere. As I said, as Naomi drops her with a snap suplex, but this is a rematch. Carmella is ranked number 5 in the women's division. Naomi is number 7. The last time these two met, it ended with a double countout as both women refused to re-enter the ring after spilling over the barricade, and the match ending in a no contest. I've never seen a match end in a no contest before, and basically, for lack of a better word, it was something I didn't expect. Because basically, Carmella kept trying to get past her, but every time she tried to get past her, Naomi was still in the way. And the fact of the matter is, it just, they ran out of time. You know, for lack of a better word, they ran out of time. And that led to, tonight, Falls Count Anywhere. Tying her in a tree of woe is Naomi. Carmella is tied in the tree of woe and is being choked. I mean, honestly, to a point, it looked like to me that Naomi was trying to take some shortcuts last time against Carmella. And those shortcuts as Naomi crashes and burns on the concrete. That mat only adds, I mean, it unquestionably adds some protection, but it can't add a tremendous amount because, I mean, it's a human body coming crashing down on a 2-3 inch thick mat. There's only so much protection that can offer as Naomi kicks out of the first pinfall outside of the ring. The only question that I have is, well, I mean, it's neither one of these women's specialty being, Falls Count Anywhere match. Sorry. I don't know why it took me so long to realize it. Flipping lariat that I've only seen in previous games from X-Pac. And a Hurricane Rana takes her back as Naomi goes for another lateral press. This time they're back in the ring. I think we're going to be bouncing around from outside to inside and back out and back in throughout this entire matchup as Naomi is peeling back and they're sticking with the corner. Naomi got Carmella up on the top rope. Naomi's got Carmella up on the top rope, and she's following her up right after her. And a suplex off the top rope by Naomi on Carmella. And another lateral press by Naomi. Naomi is unquestionably, in my opinion, the more proven commodity between her and Carmella. But Carmella, that means Carmella, in my opinion, has more to prove, and thus is a little bit hungrier to prove that she belongs in the position that she's in. And it wasn't just luck of the draw as far as the Battle Royal was concerned. Because if you remember correctly, during the Battle Royal, as Naomi jumps over the top rope with a tope con hilo. But during the Battle Royal, Naomi got eliminated right after Bianca Belair. And that led to question. I mean, it unquestionably led to questions, in my opinion, as to the standing, because you would have to figure that maybe Naomi, would it have been different if it wasn't a Battle Royal? I mean, yes, after Naomi and Bianca's eliminations, things slowed down a bit in the Battle Royal, as it was a bit before we saw Nikki Cross get eliminated. And then again, a bit before we saw Carmella. But the fact of the matter is, the women especially, in my opinion, Rhea Ripley and Alexa Bliss, put in all the effort that they possibly can as Carmella is looking to rub it in. As Naomi shoots up her right shoulder at the very last minute. But Carmella was trying to rub it in. But now a super kick takes down Naomi. And the ref goes back for the cover. And Naomi shoots up the shoulder again. And Carmella shows the frustration on her face. But as I was saying, I don't know if it would have been different in a Battle Royal. Or if we would have seen something similar in the Battle Royal. As we would have in, let's say, a Fatal 4-Way. I don't know if it would have been different. But what I do know is these two women gave everything that they possibly could in their last contest. And in my opinion, it was the longest match that I've done on this channel that wasn't an Iron Man match involving Tyler Bate and Finn Balor. It was the longest one-on-one contest that I've ever done on this channel, which is a testament to how much the position in this rank means to Carmella and Naomi, as Naomi sends Carmella back over the ropes, and this is very reminiscent of their singles match that ended in a double countout. But the difference is these two are now spilling further into the crowd as a European uppercut takes Naomi and rocks her back towards the audience. Back toward the barricade. As Carmella, anytime you see Naomi, but Naomi with a forearm shiver and sends Carmella back up the barricade or further into the audience. Jawbreaker rocks Carmella, forearm shiver again. And these two women are in the back area. They are in the back area. Far, far back. As they're... I don't even know where they're moving, to be honest with you. It looks like maybe the tech area? To the right of the to the right of the entrance ramp. As Carmella and Naomi forearm shiver. And they can't even get through. They can't even get through because there is no break in the barricade. There is no break in the barricade, so they can't even get through, and now they're trading jawbreakers. Legitimately, Naomi and Carmella are trading jawbreakers in the audience. I have never seen this before in nearly 25 years, as Naomi gets blocked by Carmella and the European uppercut, and now Carmella is fighting back, but Naomi fights back even more. These two women are so evenly matched. I don't know if it's them scouting each other properly. I don't know what it is. But all I do know is that Carmella and Naomi are giving it their all in this one. As now Naomi, I think Naomi realizes she can't go further down. That she can't go further down, so she's walking the opposite way. But if she wants to avoid going back into that corner, she needs to trade places with Carmella. Otherwise, she's just gonna keep going back to that corner, and they're gonna be at a dead end. It's like going around a roundabout, and not being able to go anywhere. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if Naomi rather. I don't know if Naomi's thinking that way, or it's the fact that she saw the weapons on the ground, and it seems like that is what she saw as Carmella is being laid waste to with the Singapore cane, as these two women are fighting in the spotlight in the audience, and Carmella swings for the fences with the Singapore cane, not once but twice, and now Naomi has to fight back, and she steals the Singapore cane back as these two women are trading soup bones with the Singapore cane. Right along the back of Carmella, and now Carmella steals it back. Naomi eats it in the ribs. Naomi rolls out of the way, jumping enziguri. She picks up the cane and slams it on the back of on the back of Carmella. Not once, but twice. And now I think she's waiting for Carmella to get back up. Or I thought she was. It looked like that shot may have been against the legs of Carmella. As Carmella's taking her sweet time, and that led to Carmella getting back up because Naomi may have taken a little bit of time. Carmella has a sledgehammer. Carmella had a sledgehammer. My goodness. I honestly don't know what to say to that. Carmella had a sledgehammer. That just shows the amount that this match is, the intensity of this rivalry between Carmella and Naomi. That Carmella would even think to pick up a sledgehammer as these two are trading shots with the Singapore cane in the audience. Naomi finally puts down the cane. But I think, what the hell's happening with the steel chair? I don't know if she put down the cane because she was done with it, or she just put down the cane because she saw the bat as she strikes Carmella in the head with the baseball bat. Now you would say, well, now you would ask the question, well, what is it going to take for these women to want to put the other away? And the fact of the matter is, I think it's going to take a lot more as Carmella runs in with a running elbow. It's going to take a lot more than just a few shots with the Singapore cane as frustration reigns for Carmella and Naomi. I don't know what the heck it was at. Whatever it was, Carmella second-guessed pinning Naomi, but then changed her mind again. But Naomi pops the shoulder up, much to the frustration of Carmella. And Carmella is measuring her. Carmella's measuring her. But Naomi catches her. Dragon screw. Naomi, up to the top of the anvil case. Slides her back. Crossbody off the anvil case. I'm dumbfounded right now. I never thought I'd call that in all my years of professional wrestling. A crossbody block off an anvil case in the audience. These two women are giving it their all for their spots in the rankings. If Naomi wins, then it is unquestionable that Naomi would take the spot of Carmella now. But if Carmella wins, she will remain in the number 5 position and might as well be considered, in my opinion, with the effort that Carmella and Naomi have put in these matchups, that it is unquestionable that they should be considered top contenders for the Women's Championship as Naomi kicks out of the snap suplex on the concrete. Flatliner by Carmella, and Carmella follows it up with a cover. I think Naomi kicks out. Barely a cover from Carmella before Naomi pops the shoulder up. I think Naomi may be considering, it may be a mistake that Naomi's not going for a cover, but every time Carmella goes for a cover, Naomi kicks out. And this frustration as Carmella's going for mounted punches. It is frustration boiling over and a slap for good measure from Carmella. Frustration unquestionable on the part of Carmella. Another flatliner on the concrete floor. This time, she doesn't follow it up with a ladder press. I don't know if it's frustration or just for good measure from Carmella. Carmella blocks a knife-edge chop. Edge-o-matic on the concrete. Again, not following it up with a cover. I think Naomi wanted to bring her over the barricade, but Carmella blocked it. The snap mirror, or a hair pull. I don't know if you would call that a snap mirror or a hair pull, but Naomi is in trouble. Naomi is in trouble right now. And Naomi submits. I don't know if it was blind rage. I don't know what it was, but I think that the lack of covers on the part of Naomi ended up costing her, because you could tell that Carmella wanted to end this one, and she did exactly that, ending it in the audience with a submission hold. A modified camel clutch that was, but Carmella keeps number 5 in the ranking system The only question, in my opinion, now is how hungry is Carmella for a title shot? For that, we will have to wait and find out. And until next time, I will see you again soon.